Hi everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, I want to explain to you why you should avoid a lot of conditionals on data sources. So I'm sitting here in the editor of a marketplace application on our search page. And on our search page, we can see all of the products which are listed on our platform, and we can filter them using a keyword search, or even we can sort through them by selecting for the newest or the most recently posted products, or sort them by the cost, so the price of that product. Now, before we go on, what I want to highlight firstly is what a conditional data source is. So if I go to this repeating group of products where I have a search, we can see under the condition tab that there's two conditions set up. And what we're doing is when the drop-down sort value is changed, so it's either newest or cost, we change our data source's value. So based on this condition, what products we're displaying is changing. And if I click on one of these, what I can see here is that when the drop-down sort value is newest, we sort by the created date. And when the drop-down sort value is cost, we sort by the price. Now, the reason why we have set up these conditional data sources is because there's no direct way for us to do so on the core search expression. So there's no way that we can directly link this sort by field to the drop-down sort's value. So to get around this, what we have done as a dev is we've just set up these conditionals value. So when we change the drop-down sort, the product list automatically updates based on this conditional setup. Now, there are a number of limitations with this approach. Firstly, it's really difficult to maintain and it isn't scalable. So, for example, if I make a change to my search expression, so just say I make a change to this particular constraint, I then need to go to my conditions and I need to make changes to this constraint and this constraint. So every time I make a change, it has to be reflected in multiple places to make sure that there's consistency between my conditions. So what we should be doing instead is actually setting up more complex search expressions and use constraints instead of using conditional branches. So let's show a way in which we can do that for this example. What we want to do is we want to set up a hidden variable. So if I go here and I write pop up hidden variables, we have some variable placeholders, and I will just click on this one and I will name this to var search sort. What we will then do is we will have the type of content to be text. And what I will do is I will make the text to be created date. And then I'll set a condition being when drop-down sorts value is cost, this data source changes to price. So based on what the drop-down sorts value is, being either newest or cost, the data source will either be price or created date. I'll also update this variable to var search sort. What I then can do is I can jump over to my repeating group here and I can change the sort by field to be change which field. And the dynamic field name is going to be var search sorts text. So what we can see here is that we can sort by the created date or the price, but we need a way to link the drop-down sorts value to these particular field names. And that pop-up hidden variable group is allowing us to do that. So if I bring it up again, group's value changes based on that drop-down sort's value changing, and it allows us to link to that sort field. So what we can do now is we can now remove the conditionals, and we now have everything sitting in one place in a more complex search query. And because it's in one place, it's more modular and scalable.